Hi, I'm Una. Welcome to my channel. I do project planning and other related content, and today I have an update for Project 10 uses. I don't know that it's been quite a month, but I just figured I'd film it now. It's been taking me forever to upload videos, so yeah. I have a couple items rolling out. I just got some eyeshadow on my skirt, whoops. And a couple items I have progress on, and then I'm gonna roll in a couple new items. So let's get into it. Alright, so the first item I'm rolling out is an eyeshadow from my Odense Alva palettes. It's the shade Baby's Breath. This is the shade right here, and I think I rolled this in 2 updates ago, and I just hit 11 uses today, so I used it 10 times and then one more time today. Why not? So yeah, that's rolling out. I think it's gotten a nice little dent in it, I think you can see. And yeah, definitely not something I use a lot. It's pretty orangey, but it was fine to play with. So I was glad to have this palette around. It is a goal of mine to hit 3 pans in this palette this year, and I will probably start on that pretty soon. I do have one kind of pan right here. It's a little bit hard to see because the shadows are pretty squishy, the shimmers at least. But yeah, I used a couple of other shades in this palette just today. I used Cherry Blossom and Dahlia. So nice to have this around. It's not my favorite in terms of formula. The shimmers are a little bit funky, but I really love the color story. So yeah, that's rolling out. Also rolling out is the shade It's a Banger from ColourPop. This is an ultra velvet Luxe Velvet lipstick, something like that. I rolled this in 2 updates ago, so it's been in for 2 months, and I got to, I think, 11 uses as well. Yeah, this is a red lipstick. I did use it mostly as a blush or like a blush mixer, but I did use it a couple times as a lipstick, and it's nice. I have it as a goal to finish this year. I don't know that will happen, but yeah, I'm glad to have 11 more uses on it. And the final shade I just rolled in last update, and it is the shade Primavera from the ABH Modern Renaissance palette. It looks pretty much the same, although I have used it, I believe, 11 times as well. Also 11 times. For some reason that's the theme, the things that I was into enough to be using, I used them an extra time. But yeah, so this is what it's looking like now. I do have the other shimmer from the Modern Renaissance in my Pan That palette, and they're definitely not my favorite shimmer, but they work fine as an inner corner. They're pretty subtle, so anything else is a little bit of a stretch. I guess I could use this as a highlighter, maybe, but it's a little bit dark. So yeah, still working on it. Hopefully I can get more progress on it in the future, but 10 more uses or 11 is just fine with me. All right, so the items that are staying in. First, we have the shade Hotline from my Tartelette Flirt palette. This is what it's looking like now. I'm at 8 uses. I kind of hoped I'd get to 10, but I just was not feeling it. I was already overwhelmed with warm tone shadows, but I did use it, I believe, 2 more times. So we're very close to 10 uses. It will be rolling out next update for sure, and it looks exactly the same. Yeah, I'm hoped to use this palette more now that I pressed new shades into it to kind of fill it back out, but with my Pan That palette being so nude, I've not been using it. I have actually, somewhat recently, I was accepted to a program in Greece for a month over the summer to take a class, so this might be perfect for that, for travel makeup, and maybe I'll bring this. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, so maybe this will get some nice use when I'm in Greece, but we will see how that goes this year. But yeah, anyway, 2 more uses on this shade, and I think that's pretty much all I've used. I maybe used Snuggle once, but that's staying in. Next is my retro liner in the shade Pink Velvet. I've now used this 7 times, so that's 4 additional uses. I am using it, wearing it today. I have a dot in my inner corner and a couple dots by my wings. I quite like that. It's pretty subtle. I will say this pink is pretty like peachy. I kind of wish it was like a little bit more true cool pink, but yeah, it's really fine. It's nice. And I'm glad I'm using it more, and so I only need 3 more uses to get to 10 uses, which is pretty darn good. It's been in for 2 months. So yeah, I will hopefully enjoy this a couple more times and then roll it out. Next is another eyeliner. It's my e.l.f. gel eyeliner. I have used this 6 times. That's what it looks like. You can't really tell any detail. Yeah, I was working on another black eyeliner that I'm still trying to use up this year, so this is a lower priority, but 6 uses is not bad at all. And it's really easy to make a wing with it, so I do enjoy it for that purpose. Still very creamy, all that kind of stuff. That's staying in. Next, something that rolled in last month is this Coral from my NYX Ultimate Brights palette. I've only used this 2 times. Like I said, I was a little bit overwhelmed with warm, peachy shades this past month. They're not my favorite. I am wearing a couple of them today, but I'm not wearing this one. It's just a little bit too extreme. I had it in my magnetic palette that I use as like my go-to palette, and I just realized at one point that I was feeling very uninspired, and this was part of the problem, and so I decided to take it out because it's only in Project 10 uses. I will keep it in for a month and see if I use it, but I'm just like not rushing. Like, it can just chill in here for a while. I might even roll it out. Hopefully I'll get the 10 uses on it at least. And if I really can't bring myself to use it 10 times, I will think about trying to franken it or declutter it if I'm just really not going to use it. Hopefully I can find something that I like it for. Maybe I'll like try and turn it into paint or something. But yeah, just not feeling it. I do have a lot of similar shades, and this is just kind of too bright for me personally. So that's staying in with 2 uses. And finally, I have my Coronation highlighter from ColourPop. This is what it's looking like. It's got a nice pan in the center. I think the pan has expanded a little bit. I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure it has. I've used this 5 times since I rolled it in. It wasn't like the first time since I had pan on it last year, but an early use after hitting pan. I've been enjoying this. I am painting a warm blush, so it works pretty well. I'm wearing it today. I think it looks pretty natural if you don't use a ton of it. I also used it to blend out my inner corner highlight. So yeah, that's staying in, and I'm enjoying it for the most part. All right, I usually randomize things, but because I've said in a couple of videos, in this video a little bit, I've been feeling kind of like I'm in a makeup slump and a little bit overwhelmed and pretty behind on stuff, so I decided to pick a couple things to roll in this month. So I'm rolling in 3 things to bring us back up to 8 products. So the first product is another eyeliner. This is mostly just because I do want to finish this year, so might as well try and get some 10 uses on it. I don't wear liquid eyeliner a lot, so I want to keep that habit going, even though I'm panning another black eyeliner in this project. But, you know, only 4 more uses. Yeah, so this is in for 10 uses. This is the Joa Lineup Liquid Eyeliner. I was sent this through Influencer, which I don't do anymore because I had problems connecting it to my Instagram account. I didn't want to like make them think I was stealing stuff and not doing the Instagram posts or whatever. And I just don't need new stuff in my life that often. I would like rather pick the stuff and actually pay for it and be a little bit more intentional. So yeah, but I really, this came with the gloss that I really enjoyed and a micellar water that I used up. So it's fine. Just this black eyeliner that I don't use very often. I'm also rolling in my Bahama Mama bronzer because I would like to hit pan in this year, and there's not much of a dip. So yeah, I mean, it's only 10 uses, but it's good just to get it back in my routine. I kind of took some time off bronzer. I did have this around in my makeup basket for a while, but yeah, I don't have any projects to put this in right now, but just to build it back into my routine, maybe get used to using it, so that I can hopefully hit pan by the end of the year. And finally, I'm bringing in my Kaleidos Lo-Fi Duo Blusher. These are in the shades Bloom and Mood. It's the rose shade. So this is kind of a highlight blush topper type of shade, and this is a cool tone blush. I really like this duo. I mostly really like the blush at the bottom, Mood, and because I'm panning a warm tone blush, that might be nice to have a powder cool tone blush for when I want that. And I have one other powder cool tone blush that I have already been using in the recent past. So yeah, and then maybe I can try and get some more use on Bloom. We'll see how that goes. And for the purposes of this project, I'll count a use on either one as 1 use towards the 10 uses. But yeah, you can see the rings a little bit in the blush, and so I'm tempted to try and hit pan on it, but it's probably deceiving and I'll probably never hit pan. Anyway, I haven't used this since the beginning of the year, so it's time to bring it back in. So that's a pretty short update, but those are my new 8 products for my new 3 products to get back up to 8 products for this project. I like this project as kind of a way to keep using things and getting use on stuff that I'm not necessarily actively panning. I like the random aspect of it sometimes, but right now I just need some stability and a little bit fewer random things that don't go with the other makeup I'm using. So yeah, I'm trying to refocus and I think also having so many different projects maybe kind of things slipped through the cracks. So like stuff that I'm using is not in a project, and then I'm like, whoa, it's this whole extra thing that I have around. And anyway, so I'm trying to work on it and get all my projects back in order and get more consistent again. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments if you like any of these products, if you're curious about them, if you have any ideas for this kind of project, anything that would make it more exciting. Or if you think it's already exciting. Yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!